Alright, let's do Quarm and then Zeb Lite. See how it goes. So while I do Quarm, just get those things up. Just walk through what I've got going on. So let's see. Pet health, magician, 18k hit points. See the mitigation, shielding, all the other stats that you want to see. Let's quickly show the Beast Lord pet and the Necro pet, which should be the Rogue one, the level 63 spell. Don't mind some of the messy bags. Bottom right, I've got the pet gear. So I've got canes on the Mage pet. We have Healing Fragment and Runic Fragment. Earth Embracer. Pretty much Daiku Augs everywhere. Enough blocking Augs to get the 35 shielding. Got a Frozen Egg of Stamina in a couple spots. And then I've got some Enchanted Splinters for the healing and spell damage, mostly, and the HP. And the AC is good too. They're pretty much good all around. My Conjured one too also has 12. More blocking, Daiku, Stamina Egg. And then the other pets should be the same. Holy Hammer of Holy Vengeance, legendary, with Hastened Fragment, and then a Shinai. And then just a lot of spell damage and healing. Augs is kind of the focus for these. Could probably optimize that a little bit. Probably swap out some of the other Augs that I've got. And some deafness eggs for the dexterity. And again, this should be basically the same, just a couple slightly different gems. Yeah, I just kept the Sal Beret's robe. Maybe there's better ones now. Probably are, but I just never bothered upgrading that one. Everything else is pretty much following the sheet. Clickies for me. Other host elements. Why not pop in some Bloodlust? Up this right hand side, so Berserker's Ring, Blade Souls, Arm Guards, Cloak of Retribution. Some of these don't take hold, but I haven't optimized it fully. Wistful Tunic, Symbol of the Plane Master, Gloves of the Crimson Sigil, Silver Band of Secrets, Celestial Cloak. Oh, I should upgrade that one. Torque of the Wormlord, Girdle of Living Thorns, Silver Hoop of Speed, Visage of Dark Arachnids, Band of Primordial Energy, Eye of the Dreams, Serrated Dart of Energy, and then Great Staff of Power for Sim Strike 8, and Shield of the Vortex for Simp Healing 8, and then a Statuette of the Festive Bunny, legendary. Once in a while, I'll click this Spider's Bite. Might as well click it. As another proc. What else is going on? So I've got all my spell bars, or casting bars. This one at the top is kind of all my short duration, fast casts. So my spell gems. Gems are a mess, but I just have them in here. Kind of grouped in a rough order, but I don't know, not really. And then these two clickies are fast. This one's a 3-second click, and then this one I just got is a 1 second. So I keep those in that top row. And then the next bar, I've got Mallow, Scent of Terrace, and Staff of Tempered Flux, plus the Veil of Lost Hopes for all the debuffs. And then I've got my 5 longer cast time clickies: Zephyrs, Miracles, Greaves, Elder Spiritist Fan Braces, Shasar Deathspeaker's Staff. Is that the fast one? Never did check that. Yeah, faster one. And then Demi-Lich Skullcap. After those, I've got the 2 dot crit AAs and life burn. Then down here, this is mostly pet stuff. The order's a little weird, but it's just what I've been going with for a while. Improved Twin Cast, which I don't use too often. Summon Staff of Temperate Flux that I almost never use. And then Army of the Dead, Wake of Dead, Servant of Bones, Swarm of Decay, Host in the Shell when I need some Pet Sustain, Frenzied Burnout, Host of Elements, Empty Spot, Mend and Replenish Companion. The top bar on the right is kind of extra stuff. Some weapon swaps, a couple of nuke options. I've got 1 nuke on my bar. And then some mana regen over here. I don't even know what Focus Arcanum does, but it's on there. Down here is some like damage, like melee stuff. So these 4 will be typically like when I'm bloodlusting and meleeing. Some quickie damage, and then 3 pet buffs that are clicks. And then I've got my main healing spells, Healing of Sorsha and Chloroblast. Sit, I've got Flux Staff for pulling. When I needed Bashies to dispel. I guess I don't need this anymore. Berserker's Ring used to be for mobs that did a dispel. I don't think I click that anymore in that spot. Death Piece if I need to FD. Summon Companion. Also don't use Amulet of Zuzul. Probably could. And then Earthworm and Shrink when I need it. Alright, let's see what's on here, if anything. No. Sure. Hey, that's pretty good. Well, lost the corpse, but doesn't really add that much. I'm just gonna do Zeb Lite. Let's go trigger that. We can look at my gear in the meantime. So I do have a Garns set when I need heals. Probably should have swapped these out. Yeah, I really should have put the healing hogs in these. I think I have some down here, but I never did. Got double Ethereal Destroyers for Bloodlust. And then, I don't know if it actually matters, but the Blazing Staff of Soulsec Row, 2-hand with Corrupted Splinter and Runic Splinter. So I can Bloodlust and get a little bit of life back if I need it. And then in the Spool of Woven Time, I have the Prismatic Scale of Elements for all of its glory. Oh, and then I've got the Miragle's Robe for the dot duration. Increases the damage of dot spells. That's right. Lot of I have enough mana regen Augs to be maxed on the combat mana regen, and otherwise lots of healing Augs, or sorry, HP Augs to get to that 24,890. Get closer to like 29. I feel like 20. I want to say 29k with BuffBot, but I didn't put those on for this. Let's recast that. Pretty much. I think we're good to go. I can go through all the gear if needed, but pretty standard, I think. Just a lot of stamina eggs where I can, and frozen ball lightning, and not just as many enchanted splinters of time. Didn't really push those to the legendary ones for the most part. Alright, let's jump in. So yeah, phase 1, first thing I want to do is just get all my debuffs on. Sometimes this will take a few clicks of the veil to get that to land. There it is. Pretty much every ad I'll just refresh those 4 just to make sure that I've got them on there. Sometimes I'll do Bite of the Asp just to give them a little bit of a tick, but nothing too crazy. Might as well toss a heal wall, just so I'm at full until it spawns. And now for this, because I'm talking, I'm just going to probably heal a little bit more than I would otherwise. When the pet's at full, I'll start going through my dots, and every once in a while, if the pet doesn't pop back up to full health right away, I'll toss a heal. Kind of always ready to mend if I need. I think that looked a little risky, so I'll just delay dots and get some heals going. That was a little riskier, but it's fine. For hard Zeb, that would pretty much be like maybe 1 dot between heals. Like heal dot, heal dot, heal dot. Whereas with this I can have a little bit more time. I could do stuff like pop a Bloodlust right now. There's no reason not to. Oh, the thing I should do that I probably don't use Life Burn enough. I could probably Life Burn the first mob and have it back up by phase 2. Actually, yeah, I think I'll try to Life Burn the next one. The next ad. So now I'll just refresh those clicks. I can hover over Alicenia and check if it landed or not. It's 20 minutes, so don't really care that much, but just want to refresh all of these kind of every round that I can. And if I had left Quarm corpse, I would pop Army of the Dead and Wake the Dead. Or if I had died, I would also do that. And of course, making sure to switch targets for the pets. I'm not really familiar with all the resists of these different mobs, but I'll just kind of cycle through them, through all my spells kind of once, and just try to dot them up. I was a little nervous there, but not too bad. If you die, you die. Yeah, and so if I feel like lazy or not, like if I don't want to pay attention, I can just chain cast. I have my 2 heals on hotkeys 1 and 2, so I'll just heal back and forth. Oh, I said I was going to Life Burn, and I didn't. You know what? I'll save it in case I get Aten Ha Ra or something. These two seem to do really good damage, horror and imprecation. So, and they're shorter duration. So I try to keep those up. Again, do my debuffs. Sometimes check that. There it is, that refreshed. So there's buffs on the pet. I could probably optimize this a little bit. The echoes. Let's see, Spirit of Relic. Echo. It's annoying when it switches. Spiritual Purity, Talisman of Atuna, Shas Ferocity, Ancient Burnout Blaze, Augmentation of Death, Second Wind Ward, Stamina, Furious Strength, Dex, Regrowth, Taste of Blood, Howl of Spirits, Bunny Backup, Shifting Shield, and Spiritual Strength. And there's that Rune of Time from the Runic Fragment. Oh crap. I didn't switch targets. That could have been bad. I don't think I was really paying attention. It's fine. There's definitely times when it'll seem like it'll go 10, 15, 20 seconds without taking any damage, and I don't know what's happening. I don't know why that happens, but I'll take it. Usually I'll also click the Rod of Mystical Transvergence earlier than this. Kind of wasn't, again, not paying super attention, but that way it can start to run its timer. This is a little nerve-wracking. I might get another ad, which would be really bad. Especially if Aten Ha Ra spawned. So in that vein, I'm going to back up. When it goes into the fourth one, try to stand out of range of the silence, but still in range that I can heal. Could have a mount on too for mana. There it is. This is definitely where you want to heal more, because while the pets are silenced, they're going to be having a hard time. And yeah, I'm going to pop that life burn into her. Normally I would save that, but I don't even think I need it for P2. Use it, hopefully come back in P3. Don't like that. That can be bad when you get interrupted. So usually I'll try to duck, cancel my cast, and then recast so that I'm not wasting time finishing a cast that's going to get interrupted. I've had trouble with Imp Sra, but I feel like I get Aten Ha Ra way more, so yeah. Just taking it nice and easy. Another thing, could use, I don't do that, I used to on Seru a little bit, and it's getting a little low, so I might as well pop Paragon and Death Bloom now. There's that cheeky thing, these slippers, they have Wind of the Nightcrawler, reduces casting time on healing spells or beneficial spells. You could put that in your charm slot to upgrade and get the effect. I don't know if that still works, but I haven't really done that in a while. Alright, that was goofy. So definitely want to refresh these debuffs. Yeah, I think that one had worn off. That's fine. If you do get Tunair or one of the mobs that can root, then just you might need to like focus, hold your pets, and then back them off, and keep them holding but attack, so that way they ignore all other threat and just have one target, so the root doesn't really impact him. You can see I was pretty low mana, but just one Death Bloom and I'm basically back in the game. Oh, that's not good. That looks dangerous. So here's where I'm going to chain heal, because I healed and I was still at like 70%. Back to 100 and I can dot a little bit. There's a point when you're like this far into P1, it's like, I don't want to wipe. I'm just going to chain heal for a bit. I'll survive. So to prep for phase 2, once Arendar dies, I will redo the debuffs. Probably won't do the Veil because it just takes a long time to cast. I'm going to do my slower clicks first while the pets get him down to 70, and then kind of as soon as those are done, usually that's like P2 starting, and I'll start running through all my dot clicks. Set the rods up, so I'll click that for a little extra mana. Okay. Click, click, click. I'm going to save Bite of the Asp until the phase actually starts. Definitely do Splurt first, because I think that one's bugged. The first bunch of ticks don't do anything. Right on time. So now as fast as I can, just run through all of these. Watching pet health. If I need a heal, I will drop one, but I'd like to avoid it. I could do Hand of Death. Oh, Life Burn is still 14 seconds away. Serve in a row, Swarm, Frenzied, Host. Let's drop a heal. I'm not attacking. There's Life Burn. Let's do the DPS weapons. Do all my melee. So Bloodlust, Bestial Discipline, Bestial Alignment, Spirit Frenzy. And that's the P2 burn. Should get through it. There it is. I don't think he healed. Phase 3. Oh, I need a heal. Oh, see, that looked a little scary. Good time to mend. Good time to refresh maybe some of these clicks that wore off, like the earlier clicks. Not Splurt, that doesn't need it. Not super familiar with all these duration ones. Let's do some heals. Probably more. I think it's more important at this point to just heal rather than try to DPS, but also keep an eye on Hand of Death, and when that runs out, I can do Funeral Pyre. If I really wanted to, I could do Improved Twin Cast and start nuking a little bit. Really nice to get that second Bloodlust in while Spirit Frenzy is running. Don't love that, but alright. Kind of wasting the Bloodlust a little bit, but he's almost dead. Let's pop that Funeral Pyre. Why not? There it is. Hey, Turbulent, Legendary, and a Frenzied Enchanted. I'll take it. Yeah, so that's how I do Zeb Lite. Death Bloom was up, about 60% mana, but I could Death Bloomed again. So mana is really not an issue. On hard Zeb, I definitely had to heal myself a couple times in P3 with all the stars blown up, and I needed Garn. That was with Garns running, and yeah, it was very, very tight on myself. I messed up on my... That's alright. I'm trying to think, is there anything else to mention? Oh, my stats. You know, max heal amount, spell damage. AAs are maxed out pretty much. Hooray! That's cool. I've never used that. Yeah, I've got a bunch of other pet stuff in here. I don't really use it. I haven't tested a Rage Bringer yet. Some old pet weapons. You know, Avatar, and don't bother with those anymore. Nothing's really slowable. That was great for like Faradar. Yeah. Symbol of the Ancient Summoning. I think that's everything. The Beast Lord charm. Yeah. I don't know. What do you think?